So I've been thinking, we build our models, making sure to remove every mold line, posing them in the most dynamic ways. Then we paint them, spending hours ensuring that we leave no little detail untouched. Then, when we're all done, more often than not, we shove them in a box, only to be seen again when it's game day. There's gotta be a better way. Today, guys and girls, we're going to be talking about displaying your minis. Let's face it, you've spent hours learning, painting, and perfecting your paint jobs, and you should be proud of them. Now, I'm no golden demon painter, but I'm proud of what I've painted. So I'm going to show you guys for how under $100 you can beautifully display and light an entire 2,000 point army. What we're going to be using today is the Ikea Detlof. This is a well-known case for people who use high-end action figures. The reason it's so popular is because it's only 60 bucks. It comes in black and white. While the white might reflect more light, I prefer the look of the black. The unit comes with 4 shelves and can easily hold 2,000 to 3,000 points, depending on the type of army you run. The one big downside though is that it is so cheap and it sells out quickly. But as you can see, it's half to quarter of the price of anything that's comparable. When you get your Detlof, it'll come in 2 boxes, each weighing about 60 pounds. They weigh so much because they have a lot of glass in them. When putting it together, use 2 people like the instructions suggest. Now, when I put mine together, I did it by myself, and to say the least, I had to do some sketchy moves that almost resulted in me dropping a giant piece of glass. Despite that, the instructions are easy to follow, and if you just follow them and do as they say, you'll be completely fine.
English side ruined! Must use French instructions! Le grill! What the hell is that?
Once you have your Detlof built, for about 10 bucks, you can choose to dust-proof it a little bit further. If you have a hulking German Shepherd like I do and hate cleaning, this might be good for you. Essentially, this involves using foam pad and sealing the cracks on the front door. Again, this step is optional. What you're going to do is you're going to peel off the backing of the foam and run it all along the edge where the door meets the rest of the case. You're just going to go ahead and do this all the way around, and your case will be even more dust-proof than it already is. Next up, we're going to go ahead and light the case. Now the Detlof comes with a hole in the top to mount a light on the roof, but I'm going to show you why that alone is not the best option. So here's a mini of mine with light just coming from the top. As you can see, it's not very easy to see the details. Now if I swivel the light to the front, the colors and the details both pop. Now for a display case, you want to be able to see all those details, so we want the light not just coming from the top, but also the front. To do this, we're going to use LED strips. This kit costs about $16 and works perfectly for this application. The contents of this kit are pretty straightforward. You're going to get a roll of lights, a controller to adjust brightness, and a plug, but that's all you really need. The way we're going to install these lights are so that they're hidden but still light up our minis. This is probably easier with the door off or while building it, but this was kind of an afterthought for me. You're going to go ahead and feed the light strip through the door gap so that the lights are facing away from you. Feed the entire strip through until you get to the end. Once the strip is fed through, go ahead and peel off some of the backing and attach it to the metal frame of the case. The initial attachment is the hardest part of this whole thing because you have to twist it a little bit, but it's super easy after you get it attached. Once attached, go ahead and keep attaching the strip all the way up. Once you get to the top, go ahead and give it a small twist and run it across the top. Run the strip down the other side and all the way to the bottom. As you can see, the weather stripping helps hide the lights, but again, you don't have to do the weather stripping. Once you get to back where you started, get some scissors or wire cutters and clip off any excess of the LED strip. From there, go ahead and plug your lights in and you have light. Now, I would always recommend plugging your lights in before installing them to make sure they're good. I bought 4 sets of these and they all work perfectly, but it's better to be safe than sorry. Another nice thing about these Detlofs is they're just tall enough off the ground so you can tuck all the wires under it and you'll get a nice clean look. And there you have it, guys. The minis that you've labored over are getting the attention they deserve. In this hobby, it's really easy to be hard on yourself, especially when you go online and you see all the insane things that other people are painting, but you should really be proud of your work. I hope this video helped you guys out in some way. Thank you to all of our subscribers and people who keep giving us feedback on ways to improve. As always, thank you for your time, and take care.